listen over. You a queen when I less than I'm a gozy. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Hey, hey, hey. Girl, you're such a powerful woman.
Hi, my ninjas. How are you doing? It's your girl, Owamie, aka Miss Fear for collaborating back for our entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, I was definitely welcome. Please do make sure that I subscribe and obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love you. And do not forget, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. It's at boldly Owamie. Now, my ninjas, today we're going to talk and we're still going to continue on this pasta Mboro, my panga vibes, darling. Okay, if you did not watch my previous video, I don't know what you're doing with yourself, because that's where I talk about the change that went down. Here we're gonna talk about the fact that Bushiri, how are you, has come out and he has commented, Lala, one questionable prophet to another questionable prophet as well. So this is what Bushiri has said in response to the videos that were that have surfaced where Mboro is out there, Mapanga men, vibes. So Bushiri says, after fighting me in the name of fighting for South Africans, he is now fighting the same South Africans with guns and knives. You can't fight an innocent man because you think he is a threat to your interests and have your things move well. He was very instrumental to the crooked hogs and police that hunted my wife and myself day and night. Somewhere even under his payroll. Oh, what's happening to Bushiri's English today? The exclamation marks and the full stops, they're just not placed correctly. I don't know why. Maybe he was too much in a hurry, because one thing I know about Bushiri, he's a very intelligent man. He was very instrumental in the crooked hawks and police that hunted my wife and myself day and night. Some were even under his payroll. What a shame. Now South Africans have seen the state of the so-called anti-Bushiri activist. With the most famous movement, Bushiri must go home. I could not stay in that country with such people after me. Imagine what would happen if I was still there. Anyway, we wish him a quick mental recovery. This side of Malawi. And then hashtag Prophet Mboro. I think we wish him anyway. We wish him a quick mental recovery this side of Malawi. I may not know everything. I may not even know a lot of stuff. Okay, I won't even refuse that. But one thing I know, Bushiri is here. Innocence is all the way there. Like, Bushiri and innocence abahlangani, guys. Bushiri is not innocent. That's the first thing that I was saying. That one I know, because I'm one of the people that were scammed by Bushiri. You remember when he lied and he said when you go to his international visitors program, you get a one-on-one with him. You are going to talk to him one-on-one. I paid. I never saw that one-on-one. So he scammed me. Because if I knew you're going to just come and lay your hand, I could have just waited for my luck in church and not pay 7,000. It was the time that I was still under not good. You know, my senses, I have at least recovered from that mentality and mental problem that I had. But for Bushiri to come out and actually talk like this, I feel like it's very highly and mighty of him. I won't even lie. Because if you remember well, for some of you guys that did not follow this story, do you know why Bushiri had to run from South Africa? There was a couple that got scammed in Bushiri's church, and that couple, sorry man, my phone, I was on a long call. But one thing that I can tell you guys is that this is the story that I remember of how Bushiri ended up leaving this, our South Africa, our land, right? So there was a couple that went to Mboro to say that they were scammed from Bushiri's church. It seems like this couple had actually sold their business taxi, I think. And they took that money, which I think was 100 or just a little over 100,000, and they took to Bush Church so that their money will triple, double, or whatever it is. Remember with that whole trading scam that happened, and so many people lost their money, right? This had happened a while back, but everyone was quiet about it. No one was really coming out publicly. So I don't know how this couple ended up connecting with Mboro, and then he sat down, had a video with them, and it was a whole thing. If I'm not mistaken, that particular couple got their money back, but there's a lot of people that did not get their money back. Now, with that, obviously, there was the fraud case that happened. There were women that started coming out and they were saying that Bushiri sexually assaulted them. Yes, the R word, right? And then after that, there was just a lot of stuff that was happening. Bushiri and his wife got arrested. When they got arrested, I think it was on the charges of the fraud. I remember they stayed in a holding cell for a little over a week, if I'm not mistaken. And then after that, they came out. When they came out, the agreement was every Monday they report to the police station. The first Monday they did, I think, right before the second Monday. Tuhan Malawi Tuhan, you get. And that's how, they became fugitives who are living in Malawi right now. They had to leave everything here, and so, yeah, I do remember, I think there was a time where they said that they did find some of Bushiri's cars. They were trying to cross the border, so I guess they wanted to take them to Malawi, but then they were seized and whatnot. If I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong, but these are things that happened a while back. So stuff like that. So yes, Mboro did play a huge part in terms of he was the public figure that came out, and he said he was fighting for his South Africans, that foreigners are not gonna come here, scam people, blah 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 blah. Not his wording fully, but it was going towards that whole situation. So I think we're like the fact that the video that Bushiri even chose, which I cannot put here because we did not get paid last video. We cannot also risk this one, guys. If you want to see those videos, go to the last video, Mboro. He was holding pangas, both of them. He literally was just acting demon possessed. But that's basically that. So I think that Bushiri has now found a reason to act like, oh, I had to leave because this is the type of stuff that could have happened to me. I don't think that Mboro was going to come after Bushiri with machetes. I really don't. Personally, I do not, Shibaba, okay? So I feel like Bushiri's want to talk. Like, sir, we know you, okay? Some of us know you. I'm one of those people that even, guys, Bushiri, there's a time that he said that there was a church project. That man collected the church project money from the day that I entered that church. They were collecting money to build a church. Up until the time I exited, every single service, after you give, he would also call upon, we have got the church building, we've got this, you need to sow a seed. Let me tell you something. That church was money. Everything there. Money this, money that, money this, money there. But for years, he collected the church building fund. No church was built. I don't know if he built or bought sparkling waters, over there, but you would only go there, obviously, for business. If you're booking there, then of course you go there, but it wasn't part of the church. There was even sort of like a mountain there, I think, and that nigga used to charge you to go pray in that mountain. And I was like, does Jesus know you're charging people to come and pray on his mountain? Unless maybe you were close, but I remember it wasn't open to the congregation because I was part of the congregation. The only time that I went to the sparkling waters was after I paid that money that I got scammed because they claimed the food was a buffet. It was not. I never got the one-on-one which they claimed we will. So stuff like that. But all I'm saying is that Bush is far from innocent. Shem. I won't lie. I will not. I'm not even trying to stand here for Mboro because I ain't even Mboro's fan. I ain't nobody's pastor's fan. I will be honest with you. But Bushiri should not, Shem. Like, sir, you should sit this one out. You can sit it out. It's okay. But when he mentioned innocent, I was like, who? Where? How? Innocent? Who? Where? Oh, guys, I even sent money for that church building. Yo! And guys, let me tell you something before I leave. My father used to say, my child, you're getting scammed here. And I'd be like, you don't know, Papa. You wait. I remember when the whole situation and Bushiri ran to my love. My mother started laughing at me, guys. As at some of Owamie's money is there in Malawi. And where is the lie? Where's the church that we gave money for when we didn't have? Man. Yes, Bushiri, stop talking because you're breaking my heart. Hi, Bo. And please find someone to send me back all my money because where's the church? But anyway, do go ahead and comment down below what you guys think of this whole situation. And I know there's those that are like, hey, man, touch not the anointed. Hey, Owamie, this, that. Remember, I used to go to that church. And remember, in Nagaloko, I was fully in there. Remember, just don't forget that part. You will also see one day. But anyway, go ahead and comment down below what you guys think of this whole situation. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next episode. Bye, ninjas.